Alright guys, hi, it's Tobias, back again on the Man City Fan TV channel, and today I'm going to do a scouting report about the Bundesliga. I'm going to talk about each position and just going to present you some players and talk about them. Starting off with our goalkeeper. Of course, Ederson is our number one. However, Steffen has been loaned out to Düsseldorf this season, and he had a pretty good season, and he's also coming back to the Etihad right now. I also read something that he's even going to challenge Ederson about the number one spot. I don't really think that's true. I think he's a good goalkeeper and he has some great potential, but Ederson is still miles ahead of him. However, I just wanted to say that he had a really good season at Düsseldorf. In the first 10 games of the Bundesliga, he has been named the best goalkeeper of the match day, and I think it was 7 out of 10. So it was a really good start for him. Then Düsseldorf's form kind of went really bad and he had some shocking games, and after that he had a crucial injury which pretty much ruled him out for the rest of the season. So he has a really good start. However, the rest of the season hasn't really been good for him. But I just wanted to say that he has had a really good season, and if you haven't watched any Düsseldorf games this year, don't laugh about him. Like, first of all, I thought he's going to challenge Ederson, never, or he's never going to change Ederson. However, he had a really good start, and if you can transfer this form from the beginning of the season into the next season, he's a real contender, guys. Like, seriously, he has been really good. Next up, our defense. Oh yeah, it's the fun part. I'm going to start at the right back position. I don't really think that we need anyone. Like, Kyle Walker has been probably, with De Bruyne, our best player this season, and we have Cancelo as a backup. Both of them are world class, so we don't really need a right back. Alright, next up we have the center back position. In last year's scouting report I mentioned Nico Elvedi as well as Upamecano, and both of them had a really good season, but Elvedi had some crucial injuries along the way, so he hasn't really played that much. However, Upamecano has had a great season, like a seriously great season. And the two players I wanted to mention primarily this year are Upamecano and David Alaba. Both of them have been outstanding, like seriously good. Especially Upamecano impressed me a lot. Like, at the start of the season he also had some crucial injuries, and he started playing at the, I think, 10th or 15th match day. But since then he has been the brick wall in Leipzig's defense. Like, he seriously has been really good. And he just extended his contract, which made me really sad, to be honest. I really wanted to see him in a Man City shirt because, like I said before, he has been seriously good. Like, one of the best, or probably even the best defender in the Bundesliga this season, center back wise. Alaba also has been really great. He started off the season at left back, like the position he's used to play. However, due to injuries, he had to play at the center back role, and he had a really good season there. Next to Boateng, he was the main guy in the Bayern defense and helped them winning their 9th or 10th title in a row. Next up, the left back position, and there are also only two guys I really want to talk about, and those two are Alfonso Davis as well as Angelino. Of course, Alfonso Davis, I don't really have to tell you anything about him. He has been crazy good this year. He's been lighting up football like nobody did. He also started playing when Alaba moved to center back due to the injuries, because Davis usually, or firstly, has been planned as a left winger at Bayern Munich, but due to the, like I said, injuries, he had to play at left back, and I don't really have to say anything else. He's probably the most entertaining player at the defense, or at defense right now in world football, especially at the left back position. He has been really good. And if City have the possibility to sign him, because I don't really think Bayern are going to let him go in the next couple of years, his transfer value actually rise from 15 million to like 75 million right now. So we would have to pay a really high fee to get him, but I think he's worth every single euro. He has been so good for Bayern. Like, I don't really have to say anything else. You all have seen him play, especially in the Champions League right now. He has been crazily good. So if we have the possibility to sign him, definitely go for him. But I think that's an obvious shout. The other one is Angelino, which is probably very interesting for most of you. I pretty much watched every single Leipzig game this year, and he has been really good. Like, since he moved there, or since he has been loaned out there, Nagelsmann instantly planned with him. He played, or he adjusted his system just for Angelino, or for a wingback. It has been Angelino since then. And he played really well. Leipzig played in a 3-5-2 with Timo Werner and Paulsen mostly up front, and Angelino as well as Klostermann or Leimer on the wingbacks. And Angelino has been great, like seriously great, because I've seen a lot of posts that he isn't really good enough for City, or that he isn't really a good footballer, and that's totally rubbish. Like, he has seriously been great for Leipzig, like seriously good. One of the best left backs in the Bundesliga in the second part of the season. Like, I can just recommend City to keep him, but probably it's not going to happen because it has been interest from Leipzig as well as Barcelona, so he's probably going to leave. But seriously, I would even rather have him than Davis right now, just because Davis is way more expensive. Of course, Davis is the better footballer, like no questions asked. Davis, like I said before, is for me the most entertaining left back in world football in the past couple of years. But Angelino, like, he's free, or he just could stay at City, and he has been great. Like, seriously, he has been really good, and I can just advise City going for him, or especially like keeping him. Next up, the number 6, or the defensive midfielder. Since we have Rodri and Fernandinho, I don't really think that we need another one. But I just wanted to mention Zakaria once again. I mentioned him last year, and he has had a really good season once again. He's quite injury prone, but apart from that, he's like one of the best defensive midfielders in the Bundesliga right now. So I just wanted to mention one. Like I said, I don't really think that we need one, but I just wanted to mention Zakaria once again because I mentioned him last year. Next up, number 8 position. Obviously Havertz, who has been transferred to Chelsea probably by the time you see this right now. But just in case the deal doesn't go through, I think Havertz is one of the most exciting prospects in football right now. I wouldn't overhype him because he has a lot of bad things to his game. Like, he's pretty sluggish, but technically he would really fit into a Guardiola system. Like, he has been really good. But like I said, he's probably at Chelsea right now when you see this video. Next up, it's kind of a bold shout, but I think that if Coutinho is available this summer, if he gets back to Barcelona, and Bayern do not pay his fee, I think City should go for him. He's available for around 40 million, which is an absolute bargain for him. Like, he hasn't really played that much. He only played, I don't know, I think like 20 games, like not that much, because he hasn't been trusted by Flick when Kovac left Bayern. I just wanted to mention him like an under-the-radar player. Like, he has been really good, and I wouldn't sleep on him. If we have the possibility to get him for 40 million and he's willing to join Man City, I think we should absolutely go for him. And also 2 other players who have been really good this year are Florian Neuhaus as well as Suat Serdar. Both are the Gündogan type of player, and both are really exciting. Especially Serdar played a really good season, even though Schalke has been have been really bad this year. Serdar was their standout player. He has been really good. Neuhaus pretty much the same. He suffered from rotation a lot because Mönchengladbach have a lot of number 6s or number 8s in their system, but both of them have been really great this year, and I would mention them as ones to watch. I don't really think that Man City should sign them now, but I would keep an eye out on them. They are really good players. And next up, the front line. Actually, there aren't really that many players available I would go for. I'll start off with 2 players that have been linked throughout the summer to Man City, and these are Kingsley Coman and Leon Bailey. And I don't really think that both of them should sign for Man City. Coman is a really good player. Yesterday he scored the winning goal in the Champions League final. However, he isn't really sustainable. Like, he's very injury prone. Like, he misses pretty much half of the season due to injuries, and I don't really want a player at our club which is injured most of the time. We don't really need that. We need reliable players. We need them for rotation. Coman is exciting, but from the start of his career, he always has been injury prone. Like, he's injured a lot, and I don't really think that Man City should go for them. I'm actually quite happy that the swap deal between Sane and Coman didn't go through, because, like I said, I don't really think that Coman is a good player for Man City. Next up, we have Leon Bailey, and I don't really think that Man City should go for them. He has been linked quite a lot to our club. However, he's a very rush person. I think he has like 3 red cards this year. He always gets his yellow card, and he can't really focus on the game. He's always way too passionate, but not in a good way, like that he wants to win. He's aggressive. So I don't really think that he would fit the Guardiola system, or even would go along with Guardiola very well. I don't really think the relationship between of them would be very good. So I can't see him at Man City. I hope Man City won't sign him, because I think he's very overhyped. If we would go for a winger from Bayer Leverkusen, it would be Moussa Diaby. He has been really great. He showed some great potential. He had a very good spell at Leverkusen, and I would mention him as a ones to watch. Like, not probably this year, but maybe next year. Keep an eye out on him. He's a really good player. Lastly, up front is Christopher Nkunku for RB Leipzig. He also has had a really good season. I think he has 15 to 20 assists this year, so very good assist rate. Like, he can play on the wing, on the number 10 role, so he's very versatile. He can actually play up front too, but I wouldn't advise it. But he's the one. If we would go for one, I don't really think hasn't been linked to anyone this year, what I can't really understand. He has been really good, so keep an eye out on him. He is a really good player. And the last position, the striker. I can't really recommend anyone apart from Haaland, and he probably won't be available this year. Maybe next year. I really like the connection between him and City. I've seen the pictures of him in a Man City jersey, and his father played for us. So if we could go for any striker in the Bundesliga right now, it has to be Haaland. He's the next prospect in football. I'm telling you that. He's so good. He came from Salzburg, where he tore up the Champions League as well, and he instantly scored like 5 goals in his first 2 matches in the Bundesliga. He had a really flying start, and also the rest of the Bundesliga has been really great. So I can't see past Haaland. He's a really good player, and I wouldn't, or if City had the possibility to sign him right now, go for it. Even if we have to pay like 100 million, 120 million, he's really good. Like, he's really good, and he's going to be the best striker in a couple of years. So if we can get this deal done, do it. If not, next season. He has to be the one we are going for. Yeah, that sums it up. That was my scouting report about the Bundesliga. If you have any questions, like if you've seen some rumors about a player, you can ask it in the comments down below. I'm going to answer it as best as I can. And if you want to suggest a player down below, do it. I'm going to comment on it. So I'm going to give feedback in the comment section right down below if I missed anyone. Thanks for having me on the channel, Andy. I really appreciated it, and I see you next time. Bye.